At the closing of 2015, the first harvest of study and knowledge was reaped in Vilnius, Mykolas Romeris University. On the 18th of December, students of Sejong Institute who successfully completed the Korean language and culture course received certificates crowning their efforts of the year. Many students seized the opportunity to study Korean free of charge, offered by the Sejong Institute, established in Mykolas Romeris University in October 2014.
We opened KSI on the auspices of Dongsaeo University in South Korea, and we primarily thought that the students of our university would be interested most, but it turned out that this interest is very broad and wide, and really we have a lot of students outside the universities. The fact that they get emotionally attached to the courses is partly due to the mastery of the teacher and partly because the language is not an easy one, really. So it is a lot of effort and you have to make a commitment. So we're very happy that we have courses that train students to commit to something that is very important in their life.
Kim Young-jung, lecturer who gave lectures at the Sejong Institute, was pleased with the achievements of the students. When asked what is the best way to learn this rather complex language, she said, motivation of the students.
I'm really proud of the students' work, and then I just memorized a lot of moments. That's why I feel emotional more. But that moment has very happiness and a very hardness also, and also challenging to lead until now. Also, everything is mixed actually now. But the most important and the most biggest emotion is that I'm really lucky to meet students. Actually, we are a very new institute. We are 1 year history institute, but already we had one student who went to the Korean speech contest final league. So we made a really good job already. I think the best way to learn something is the motivation, and the students already have a very, very good motivation, and I just try to keep motivate.
The students were happy not only about the fact that they acquire new knowledge, but also about the interesting learning process. On the evening of Diploma Award, we have the opportunity to demonstrate their talents. The students sang Korean songs and gave K-pop performance.
The learning process was rather difficult but interesting. We would like to thank our teacher, who was forgiving and made our learning process very interesting. I love the Korean language and culture. I am equally looking forward to this March, when the studies will continue. I will definitely visit this country, maybe even go to live there.
I enjoyed the course a lot, and I like our teacher who gave interesting presentations of the materials. It was a lot of fun. At first I found the studies very difficult, but the teacher managed to make the learning process interesting and made everything look easy. She presented theory and told us about the Korean culture. We used to watch movies and do Korean handicrafts. The most memorable was the K-pop dance lesson, which turned out to be more like a performance.
I have never regretted sacrificing my evenings for the studies of Korean. Cooking and tasting Korean food, watching Korean movies, and learning about the country's culture were the most interesting parts. I have a dream to visit this country.
This was a very interesting period for me. I maintained contact with Koreans, so I was very motivated to learn the language as well as possible. Through it, I gained knowledge of the Korean people. At first, I thought that they work and study only, but now I see that they are fun people. They know how to have fun and have unique culture. I have noticed some similarities with Lithuanians. Both Lithuanians and Koreans seems a bit shy and reserved at first sight, but later friendly and easygoing personality shines through.
The Sejong Institute intends to continue its activities in Lithuania. In spring, the Korean language course will begin allowing students to get to know the Korean culture and much more.
And then from the next year, we have a full different levels with the 2 language teachers and 1 culture teachers. Also, it makes more achievement, I guess, more and much more.